It was a quiet night, unusually still, as if the world itself was holding its breath. The soft ticking of the clock filled your room, the only sound keeping you company. 11:58 p.m. You sat cross-legged on your bed, your phone nestled in your palms like a fragile promise. The screen lit up with your wallpaper, a photo of you and Jungkook both laughing, eyes full of warmth, a small smile tugged at your lips. Oh my god, why is my heart beating so fast? He wishes me every year, then why? Why does it always feel so special? You whispered, burying half your face into your pillow, cheeks slightly pink. God, you would think I would be used to this by now. Your thumb hovered over the screen, eyes flickering to the time, 11:59 p.m. You bit your lips softly, butterflies swirling in your stomach. Come on, Jungkook, don't make me count the seconds. You giggle nervously to yourself, already imagining the way his message would pop up with that one black heart emoji he always used for you. Probably something silly and sweet like, Happy birthday, love. You're older but still shorter than me. You chuckle just thinking about it. I swear if he teases me again this year, I'll block him for real this time. Okay, maybe not block, maybe just threaten to. 12 a.m. You inhaled sharply, your phone stayed still. The brightness from the screen dimmed slightly as if shy from your hopeful eyes. Your smile slowly faltered. You unlocked your phone, no new messages, no missed calls, no Jungkook. Huh? Your voice came out barely above a whisper. Did I miss it? You refreshed the chat once, twice, still nothing. You stared at his name in your messages as if willing a text to appear. Come on, is there a problem with the network? You checked your signal, full bars, Wi-Fi strong. No, it's not me. You tilted your head back against the wall, pressing the phone to your chest. The smile had completely vanished now, replaced by a confused frown. Maybe he's just late. Yeah, maybe he's writing something long this time. You waited, minutes passed. Your screen remained dark. 12:17 a.m. Jungkook. You whispered his name like a question, to the air, to your silent phone, to the ticking clock that showed no mercy. Your heart felt a little heavier now. Okay, maybe he fell asleep. You mumbled, chewing the inside of your cheek. No big deal. He probably had a long day. He'll call in a bit. He always does. But minutes turned into an hour turned into two. The once bright hope in your chest slowly began to dim. You kept the phone close, glancing at it every few seconds. 1 a.m. Did he forget? No, he never forgets. You whispered, trying not to sound as worried as you felt. You typed out a message, "Are you okay?" but didn't send it. You waited 3 a.m. You had scrolled through your gallery twice, stared at your birthday dress hanging near the wardrobe, imagining the kind of message he would send. Still silence. 5 a.m. Your eyes burned not from tears but from the weight of hope that slowly turned into disappointment. He didn't text, he didn't call, he didn't wish you. You didn't sleep, you just waited, and in that silence your birthday began. The sun had risen, light spilled into your room through half-open curtains, warming your skin but not your heart. The birds outside chirped with a kind of joy that felt unfair. You lay there motionless, eyes puffy from a night of no sleep. Phone still clutched loosely in your hand. Still nothing. You whispered, unlocked your phone, notification bar empty. No call, no message, no Jungkook. Your lips parted in disbelief as you stared blankly at the screen. He didn't even text, not even a hey, not even a dot. Seriously? You tried to laugh, it came out cracked. You sat up, brushing a hand through your tangled hair, feeling the ache of disappointment settle deep in your chest. He promised, didn't he? Said this birthday would be different. He said he was planning something special. Said I would smile so much I would forget how to cry. Your voice wavered on the last word and your eyes filled with tears again. Well, joke's on me, I guess. The day crawled by, family members wished you, friends sent videos, you smiled, said thank you, but nothing felt real. Your eyes always went back to your phone. Maybe he lost his phone, or maybe he's in a place with no signal. I mean, there has to be a reason, right? You refreshed the chat again, still nothing. Evening rolled in, painting the sky in orange and pink, colors too beautiful for a day so empty. You sat at your desk now, arms crossed, phone flat on the surface in front of you. You stared at it like it had betrayed you. Seriously, not even one freaking message? Did I mean that little to you? After everything? Your chest heaved as frustration bloomed where sadness once sat. And then your phone rang. You froze. It was Jungkook. Your breath caught in your throat. The name on the screen felt like a dream. You stared wide-eyed. Jungkook? For a moment, the anger melted. For a moment, your thumb twitched, ready to slide and answer, but then the memory of last night hit you like a punch. The silence, the waiting, the heartbreak. You didn't move, you let it ring. Now you remember. It stopped ringing, then started again. You ignored me all day, and now you call. Why? Out of guilt? Out of habit? You didn't answer, you let it ring again. Your thumb hovered over the screen not to answer, to block, and you did. Happy birthday to me. You whispered bitterly, hot tears rolling down your cheeks. I waited all night like an idiot, like a fool who still believes promises mean something. You buried your face in your arms, heart pounding and aching at the same time. I'm done, Jungkook. I swear I'm done. The next morning, your pillow was still damp with tears. You barely touched the slice of cake your friends had dropped off yesterday, the decorations in your room, the little fairy lights, and the hand-drawn banner you made for fun looked like a joke now, a celebration for no one. You sat on the couch, legs tucked under you, a blanket draped over your shoulders, eyes glued to the TV but not watching. The screen flickered with morning news, soft voices in the background. In the kitchen, your parents spoke in low tone, not realizing you were listening. It's just awful. A boy, not too far from here. Motorcycle accident around midnight, they said. So young too. They didn't even recognize him at first. Poor kids in the ICU, critical condition. You blinked. Midnight, motorcycle. Your heart began to thud against your ribs. You slowly sat up, your fingers gripping the edge of the blanket. What did you say? Your mom peeked into the living room, startled. Oh, sweetheart, you're awake? Don't worry about it. It's just something we heard this morning. Some boy had a bad accident last night. He was brought into the city hospital. You stood up now, the world tilting beneath your feet. Do you know who he is? No name was released. It just said he was in his 20s. Black motorcycle, found unconscious. Your phone dropped from your hand. Black motorcycle, that was Jungkook. That could be him because there was an unsettling feeling inside you. Your instincts were screaming something happened to him. Your hands trembled as you rushed to your room. You unlocked your phone, unblocked his number with fumbling fingers and searched for anything, and then your screen lit up with the last message he had tried to send. Happy birthday, my love. I'm on my way. Wait for me. I've got something special tonight. The time stamp read 11:46 p.m. Your breath caught in your throat. Your thumb hovered over the message, heart pounding like a war drum, and then, one by one, more notifications popped up. Messages, missed calls. Your chest tightened as your screen filled with texts you had never seen before. Another one appeared, this time from an unknown number. 12:32 a.m. Hi, this is Jungkook's brother. Please don't ignore this. Jungkook met with an accident on his way to see you. He's unconscious. We are at Seoul General Hospital. 12:48 a.m. Please answer. I know this is unexpected, but he was coming to surprise you. I don't know what else to do, but try this number. 1:15 a.m. He hasn't woken up yet. If you see this, please come. You couldn't breathe. You felt like the walls were closing in around you. The air sucked from the room. He did come. He didn't forget. You had blocked him before the messages could even arrive. You let your phone fall to the floor as tears blurred your vision. A sob tore from your chest, raw, broken, and helpless. No, no. You ran, shoes on the wrong feet, hands trembling too much to zip up your jacket properly. You had to get to him. You had to. You and Jungkook had been in a long distance relationship for almost 2 years now. He lived in another city because of work, but distance never really felt like a barrier. Not when he made sure to call you every night, not when he remembered every little thing about you. Your parents didn't know about him. You kept it that way, afraid they wouldn't understand or take it seriously. It wasn't just a fling, you loved him deeply. He was your comfort, your favorite person, and just a few days ago, during one of your late night calls, he had said something that made your heart skip. This birthday, I'm not sending a gift, I'm delivering it myself. Maybe it's time your parents know who I am. You had laughed it off then, thinking he was teasing, but now, reading that final message he sent at 11:46 pm, your stomach twisted. He really was coming and you never knew. You burst through the hospital doors, the harsh white lights instantly blinding compared to the dim panic of your thoughts. Your chest was tight, throat burning, tears falling without pause as you rushed to the reception. Excuse me, Jungkook, John Jungkook. He was admitted here last night. Please tell me where he is. The nurse behind the counter looked up, startled by your tear-streaked face. She quickly tapped at her keyboard. John Jungkook? Yes, but he was admitted in the morning. Room 407, ICU floor. Only family members are allowed. But you didn't wait, you ran. The elevator felt too slow, so you took the stairs, heart thudding painfully, legs shaking. Your mind was screaming the whole time, please be okay, please be okay. When you reached the ICU floor, you saw a familiar figure sitting outside the room, his brother. He looked up, eyes red, face pale. The moment he saw you, he stood up. Is he okay? You managed to speak, choking through your tears. He didn't say anything at first, just stared at you. Then finally, in a quiet, broken voice, he spoke. He kept saying your name in his sleep. Even unconscious, he was still thinking of you. That was it, the last piece holding you together snapped. You collapsed into the chair next to him, covering your face as sobs racked through your body. You couldn't speak, couldn't ask anything. Only the sound of your cries filled the cold corridor. He didn't forget. I blocked him. I didn't know. His brother placed a gentle hand on your shoulder. It's not your fault. He was just trying to make your birthday special, even if it meant getting hurt on the way. You looked up at the small window of room 407, where the love of your life lay unconscious, still hooked to monitors. You spoke in a whisper only your heart could hear. Please wake up, Jungkook. I'm here now. I'll never block you again. Just please wake up. You stood at the doorway of room 407, your hand frozen on the metal handle. Through the small glass pane you saw him, your Jungkook, the one who never missed a call, who used to stay up late just to hear your voice, who once said he loved the way you said his name like it was a secret. Now he lay still on a hospital bed, pale and bruised, an oxygen mask covering half his face, machines beeping steadily beside him. His arm was bandaged, a small cut above his brow peeked through the gauze. But what broke you most was how lifeless he looked, so quiet, so far away. Your knees nearly gave out again, but his brother gently guided you into the room. You can sit with him. I'll give you both a moment. You walked slowly as if you would shatter the silence if your steps were too loud. You sat beside him and reached out. Your fingers brushed his cold and unmoving. Jungkook, I'm here. Your voice cracked. I'm sorry I blocked you. I was so angry. I thought you forgot me. But you didn't, did you? You were on your way to surprise me. The lump in your throat made it almost impossible to speak, but you had to. How could you still think of me? Even like this. You should be yelling at me, idiot. You should be awake and laughing and calling me dramatic. You gently placed your head on the edge of his bed, your hand still holding his. I would have worn that blue dress you love. I would have introduced you to my parents. I was going to say it back, Jungkook. I was going to tell you I love you too. A tear rolled off your cheek and landed on the back of his hand. Please, if you can hear me, please come back. The machines kept their rhythm. The room stayed quiet, but your heart held on like it always had. And somewhere in the stillness, you hoped he could feel that. The hours melted into each other. You didn't leave Jungkook's side, not even for a moment. The doctors came and went, checking his vitals, adjusting tubes, whispering updates you could barely process. All you could do was sit there, hand in his, hoping he could somehow feel you. His brother occasionally peeked in from the door, bringing you water or asking if you wanted to rest, but you always said no. You remember how you used to tease me about crying during sad movies? You said I was too soft. Well, look at me now, a mess, a sobbing, snotty mess because of you. He spoke softly, brushing his hair back. You gave a weak laugh through your tears, watching his face for even the slightest twitch. You always said my birthday was your favorite day too, because it was the day your favorite person was born. That's what you said, remember? And you said this year would be different. You swallowed hard and your voice trembled when you tried to speak again. Well, it is. I just wish it wasn't like this. Suddenly you felt it, a small twitch. You froze. At his hand, the one you had been holding for hours, your eyes widened. Jungkook? Another twitch. This time his fingers curled ever so slightly around yours. You stood up quickly, your heart racing. Jungkook, can you hear me? You reached for the call button, pressing it with trembling hands. The nurse rushed in as you stood over him, tears welling up again, this time out of hope. What happened? His hand, he moved it. I swear he held mine. The nurse checked his readings, nodded, then gave you the smallest smile. Sometimes it starts with little things. Stay with him, talk to him. He might be trying to come back. She left and you turned back to Jungkook, heart thudding wildly. You leaned closer, cupping his cheek gently. If you can hear me, just hold on, okay? I'm right here. I'm not going anywhere. And when you wake up, I'm going to tell you everything I should have said before. Just come back to me, Jungkook. And for the first time in what felt like forever, you saw the faintest flutter in his eyelids. You didn't dare breathe. You stared at his face, heart pounding so loudly it echoed in your ears. Another flutter, this time slower, steadier. And then, like the world had paused just to witness it, Jungkook's eyes opened. Just a silver, but enough to make your knees buckle with relief, enough to make your tears spill over with hope. Jungkook. Your voice was barely above a whisper. He blinked again. The muscles around his eyes moved sluggishly, as if waking from a heavy, distant dream. Although his voice was hoarse, barely audible, but you heard it. Ryan. The sound of your name, cracked, weak but real, shattered the dam inside you. You leaned forward, cupping his cheeks with trembling hands. Yes, I'm here. I'm right here, Jungkook. His eyes moved, searching your face, confused and dazed. You could see the pain on him, the fog still in his gaze, but he was here. Alive and awake. I didn't miss it, did I? You blinked through your tears, confused. Miss what? His lips twitched into the faintest smile. Your birthday. Your hand flew to your mouth, a sob escaping before you could stop it. You nodded, tears falling freely. No, you didn't miss it. You never do. He tried to lift his hand to touch your face, but his body was still too weak, so you helped him, guiding his fingers to your cheek where his touch felt like home. I thought I lost you. His smile faded a little and his brows furrowed weakly. I tried to come. I wanted to surprise you. You shook your head quickly, holding his hand tighter. I know. I saw your message. I know everything now. You don't have to say anything. Just rest, okay? You scared me so much. He nodded faintly, eyes beginning to drift shut again. Not from pain this time, but from exhaustion. Safe, peaceful. Like he could rest knowing you were there. You leaned down and pressed your lips softly to his forehead. You made it, Jungkook, and I'm not going anywhere. Outside, the sun dipped low, painting the sky in soft hues of gold and pink. Inside, where heart had once shattered, something began to heal because he came back to you and you would never let go again. You leaned closer, resting your forehead gently against his arm, holding in a sob. And then the door opened behind you. Your heart dropped. You turned slowly and everything inside you stilled. Your parents stood there. Your mother's eyes were wide with disbelief. Your father looked stunned but calm. For a moment, no one moved. The only sound was the steady beep of the heart monitor. You looked at Jungkook, his eyes were already on you. You shot to your feet, panic rushing into your bloodstream. Mom? Dad? Your voice came out small, too small for the weight of the moment. They just stared. Your mom blinked rapidly like she was trying to process the scene in front of her. You standing beside a hospital bed, hand tightly clasped in Jungkook's, eyes swollen from crying. Your dad's gaze flicked to Jungkook then back at you. His face was unreadable. You could feel your heartbeat in your ears. You stepped back slightly, your lips parting to speak, to explain something, anything, but then your father moved first. Slowly, he stepped into the room, followed by your mom. They didn't yell, they didn't question. Your mom's voice broke the silence first. You know him? She asked softly. You swallowed hard, nodding. Yes, I know him. I love him. Your mom's lips parted like she wasn't sure whether to gasp or sigh. Your father looked between you and Jungkook for a moment before finally speaking. His brother told us everything. Why you were here, what happened, we didn't know. You glanced at Jungkook who was watching silently. His hand squeezed yours gently. You looked back at your parents. I wasn't hiding it to hurt you. I didn't know how to explain everything. We have been together for a while, long distance, and he was supposed to surprise me on my birthday. He almost didn't make it. Your voice cracked at the end. Your mother's eyes shimmered with tears. She stepped forward and gently cupped your cheek. You should have told us you were in love. Your throat tightened. I was afraid. And then another voice joined in, weak but certain. I never meant for her to be afraid. I just wanted her to be happy. Your mom looked at him, her expression softening. Your father exhaled and gave a small nod. Then get better, and don't ever scare her like this again. The corner of Jungkook's lips lifted, faint but grateful. Your parents stayed a moment longer, just watching, no scolding, no lectures, and then your mom touched your shoulder gently and said, We'll give you two some time. The door clicked closed behind them. You turned back to Jungkook, overwhelmed, breathless. I thought they would hate me. They didn't because you came back to me. He smiled, and this time it reached his eyes. I'll always come back to you. Thank you, and I love you. I love you so much, Jungkook. You hugged him, and finally, for the first time in what felt like days, you allowed yourself to breathe.